What's up, guys? This is Corey Yarkin from the Orlando Magic, and this is the Bay Area Sports Wrap.
Bruce, I don't know if you heard during the game, but I think it was after the second goal, your name was being chanted by the fans in the stands, and I was wondering, when's the last time you ever heard that?
Well, I actually didn't hear that.
Okay.
So.
Have you ever heard it?
Well, I've heard my name spoken and a lot of four-letter words in front and behind. Well, that's nice. I mean, you know, that's very nice. I appreciate that.
Robert, you talked Wednesday about this game in terms of we'll see what we see. From your eyes and what you saw tonight, what were you most impressed with?
Well, I just saw Pablo on the way out, and and we talked after the game as well, and the score line wasn't fair. I don't think that's a 4-0 game, and they had a lot going against them coming in with their game Wednesday in Costa Rica and those challenges and all of that. So, as a starting point, let's be fair about that. But our team played well. I think it was a good team effort, and obviously we're building a team that hasn't experienced a whole lot of success. So to kick off the season with a win is great. I saw the owner after the game; he was very happy, and I said we could end up 1-33 on the year. So let's keep everything in perspective.
Next question, Michael.
All right, Coach, would you say this is a perfect debut for you? First game, 4-0, clean sheet, all those aspects that went into it, even though you said that they were kind of...
Well, not perfect, but good.
Okay.
Good. We have a lot we can learn from this. We made some mistakes we have to get better, but the nice part of this team is that, when we started to rebuild the roster, we wanted the team in place for the whole preseason instead of bringing in guys, this week or last week and 2 weeks from now. So we've had a month to try to, become a team, and they needed to understand me and I needed to understand them. So that's been positive. Every day they've actually gotten better. So I'm encouraged by that. But we have a long way to go. The Salt Lake team is going to be a real hard team to play against when we go into Salt Lake. I can promise you that.
Well, what about you and your first impression here in San Jose?
I've enjoyed it. I mean, the people in San Jose have been great. The organization has been really nice to me. It's been a good experience. My wife is back in Charlottesville, Virginia, and it's 20 degrees and snowing and all of that. So I told her today it was 73 degrees, and I heard that arena and I think some four-letter words in front and behind that as well. So I have nothing to complain about. San Jose has been very good to me in this short period of time.
Cam and then Paula.
Bruce, can you talk about the decision to put Bo LaRue in the starting lineup and what you saw from him in the first half?
Well, Bo has played very well for us in preseason, and every day we saw things in him that showed that he's a really promising player. And we knew he had a little bit of a calf injury strain going to the game tonight, and it bothered him a little bit in the first half. So we decided to take him out. But he's a good young player. Every time we get an opportunity to play these guys, we should play him. We have, oddly enough, 4 players that didn't dress tonight that can challenge to get in our first 11 at some point. So. The roster's pretty good, and I think we have some good young players that have come out of our academy system that have a promising future in the league.
Paula Maruri, Tentenay, and congratulations for this victory. Let's talk about the management of the mentality and energy to build the pressure early in the game. Thank you so much.
Well, our first 10 minutes were not good tonight, kind of ugly, but our guys kind of had the right mentality. They knew that the game wasn't going to be perfect by any means, and I told the team afterwards, Christian Espinosa not only was outstanding tonight, but he's a great captain and leader, and he keeps the guys composed, and they know that there's a very good opportunity for them this year to turn things around that they've experienced in the past, and they work hard, and they're understanding the things that they need to do to be better individually and as a team.
Marco, back to Jeff.
Bruce, when you have guys like Chicho and Yosef up front, you feel that's not going to be able to open up the space for Espinoza and Hernan to be creative and make the offensive plays that you want to see, especially out of tonight?
Yes, and I think oddly enough, 3 of our goals tonight were scored by, you could say, defenders in a way, or wingbacks. Ricketts in the first goal, Rodriguez the second on the corner, right?
Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah. The third goal was Buddha, who came in, and the fourth goal was Costa, who stepped on the field and scored a goal. So that's interesting, but I think our attacking group is going to get better. I mean, that's the hardest thing in the sport. That's why they pay these guys to score goals a lot of money around the world. And I think in time we'll have hopefully a good attacking team, and you're going to see Martinez and Arango scoring goals, and Espinoza setting them up, and Lopez being a better an improved playmaker. He's still young. He's got a lot to learn, but he's shown segments in games where he's a real promising player. So there's a lot of stuff there, but tonight, for me, the most encouraging part is our back line was good. And that's obviously an area that was our primary concern coming in this year because of the fact the team conceded 78 goals last year, which was, I believe, a league record. So that's something we've worked on, and that takes all 11 players to be committed to work when the other team has the ball.
Jeff, Brian, Gary, Mike.
Bruce, Nico Sakiris was not in the matchday roster today. Why was that? Is he
Good,
injured?
really good player. We have a lot of our players from the number 12 to 25 are almost alike in a lot of ways. Nico, I think Nico's going to be a full-time player in this team at some point. He's only, I don't even know what he is, 20 years old, 19 years old. So everybody gets excited about that and all of that. He has a little, he's going to continue to get better, and he's going to be he should be a key player in this club for many years, in my opinion.
So how close to exactly what you're wanting to see did the defense play tonight? And with your seeing the wingback scoring goals, do you feel that's going to open up the two forwards?
Well, I think you don't read a whole lot out of game one. Yeah. This time next week, you could be calling for my head. So let's keep everything in perspective. I think we need a couple of months to actually see what this team's about and where we need to go. And tonight was great to get the 3 points and have a good showing, but we certainly have a way to go. So I don't have anything set in stone at this point, and hopefully as we continue to move forward as a team, we'll create a pretty consistent mentality and a style of play. Right now, nothing's clear.
Gary, the mic, and
yeah, I think there was one year I'm remembering, I think it was 2005 when we had the Supporters Shield that year, when I think there was one moment in the season where every person on the starting 11, except for the keeper, had scored a goal at some time in the season. And I kind of thought for a second that I saw shades of that. It was in my crystal ball tonight. I mean, just because everyone was making, in the offseason, everybody was making a lot of, like, who were the forwards that we needed to sign, and then the 4 guys that did score were people that were already here and stuff. And it seemed like I saw a crystal ball like that happening this year. Does that make any sense? Or am I just crazy?
You're crazy. No, I don't know. I don't even know how to do it.
Okay.
You're not crazy. I'm only kidding. I don't know. I mean, it's too early, Again, this time next week, I could be pulling whatever hair is left on my head, I could be pulling it out.
Mike, last one.
Hi, Bruce. Welcome to San Jose. Have you spent any time thinking about, inaugural game in '96. That was in San Jose.
Yeah.
You're a DC coach. Then 29 years later, 30th season, you're still in the league and where the league is. And
Well, when the schedule came out and I saw that, I didn't think twice about it. And then I realized that obviously the league did that on purpose to schedule a game at the same time 30 years later. But the initial game, I remember sitting on that bench and saying, this is one lousy game. And then when all the scores at the end and everyone's happy because at least there was a goal scored. And I think it was on ABC. And you know, the field in San Jose State at the time was really crowned, and you had the walls and all of that. And you know, I think 2 or 3 weeks later, we got rid of like 9 players on our team. So things have changed a lot. And you know, the league is growing. It's challenging. Interesting to see all the transfer moves and in-league trades for the kind of money that happened over the last couple of months. So it's becoming a real league, and it's clearly night and day from what it was in 1996.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Carrie Walsh Jennings for Bay Area Sports Wrap. Please give us a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.